Hey everyone, welcome back to All About April. I am so happy to have you back here with me today. Today's episode is going to be focused on the book Demon's Dream by Elle Kayson. Y'all, this book got a 5-star rating from me, 10, 10, 10s across the board. Elle Kayson did what needed to be done on this book. Whatever the hype is surrounding it, believe it. Yes, believe it. Because I just could not believe that a book over 700 pages kept me this engaged. And not even just kept me engaged. The writing was impeccable. The storylines were really, really good. The character development was all the way there. Oh my gosh, can't wait to get into it. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because we want to make sure that everyone is participating in these book talks. So let's go on ahead and get started. All right, so here's how this starts. One family, Dream, D'Angelo, Diana, their father has plans for whom they are supposed to marry. And let me say that this is specifically focused on the girls, all right? But the son, D'Angelo, marries the daughter of this guy in the underworld, and it's a secret marriage. That man is ticked off, cannot believe this has happened. So he pretty much tells them, y'all owe me. And the deal is gonna be a daughter for a daughter. And so the father is initially like, no, I'm not gonna do that to my daughter, especially with who they're saying she has to make this deal with. So it's 30 days with a guy named Demon. Yes. Yes. And he is exactly the terrorizer associated with his name. And so Dream, the girl, the daughter who is set to meet with him, everybody's like, no, but then she's like, look, I have to protect my family. So ultimately, Dream and Damien, which is what he ultimately tells her to call him, they become involved intimately. And this leads to other unbeknownst feelings developing. Damien, our demon, has had a very tough time in regards to family, and it's really laid out very, very well in this book. So it's hard for him to be able to trust people, but it also makes it easy for him to do the other activities that he typically does, which has lent him the name Demon. At the same time, I also want to get into the fact that Elle Kayson does a very good job of developing the characters, which I think I've already mentioned, because it doesn't matter if it's a main character, even the side characters are fully developed and you are just completely immersed into who each of these people are, which leads me to Diana, Dream's sister. She is set to marry Jordan. Jordan's family and Diana's family, this is an arranged marriage. But Diana finds out something literally like the week before she's supposed to marry him, and she ends up meeting or getting with this guy named Smoke, otherwise known as, his real name is Cartier Salinas. And y'all, the drama goes down. This is really where it all begins, because as she's set to marry Jordan, let's just say things don't go as expected. And so the book is surrounded by the plan that everyone has for these daughters not ultimately working out in the way that it should be. I also loved Grandpapa, Dream, Diana, and D'Angelo's grandfather. He was probably one of my favorite characters in the book. He had been a crime boss for a while and had a very unfortunate set of events occur to him, but you could tell that he was highly respected in this book and ultimately in life. Nonetheless, things just don't set out to go as planned for many of these families, and as a result, lives have to pay in effect. I'm not gonna tell you who it is because you gotta read it, but who you think are the people that you love and enjoy whenever you begin reading it are the things that you cultivate in your mind about some of these characters as the book carries on. You're like, well, maybe I got this wrong. Maybe this person isn't who I thought they were. And this is why I really, really love the way Elle wrote this book, because you are completely taken in by these characters, and so many things are happening, whether it's with Dream and Damien, or Diana and Smoke and his family, or even D'Angelo and Crystal, and then Jordan's family. Everyone plays a role in here, even the parents, even Dante, Damien's brother. And then Damien's younger brother happens to come up, and then a surprise character comes up later on in the book. And Elle does a great job of being able to show that, yes, you have trauma, but your trauma ultimately does not define who you are as a person. And I just really, really appreciated that she was able to captivate that throughout the book, because who this person was, or who people thought this person was, the ice began to melt, and you began to see a person who really was misunderstood and just wanted to be able to find his own way. I also want to touch on the fact that in regards to the women, their lives were chosen, as previously mentioned, and they are ultimately finding their way in the book without the help of their parents. They are navigating life on their own. And while they may have upheld the family in many ways, it was not appreciated whatsoever by their father. Diana and Dream are strong women. They were created to be strong women, but only as long as they did what their father told them to do. And so seeing them grow into their own throughout this book was also really beautiful, especially knowing that they had Grandpapa and their mom there to support them with the help of their guys. So the end of the book has such a great resolve. There are things that happen that you would not, expect. And she really closes it out with allowing us to see that no family is perfect, but in life, you ultimately make of it what you can. If this book had gone 1,000 pages with the way that she wrote it, I would have been totally happy with that, because it was just so well done. And I'm also going to tell you, I need this book in paperback and autographed. I have to have this on my shelf. This is a classic. If you go on Amazon, you will see 3,000 reviews. They are all for real. Those 5 stars are it. So I'm gonna tell y'all, go on ahead and trust me. Grab this right now on KU. It is on KU, Kindle Unlimited. I have already purchased it as well. And make sure that you dive into it. This was a great fiction read, especially to be able to begin my new year. And I will tell you, this will be on my end of 2023 favorite book list. Let me know what you think about it, if you've read it, if you plan to read it. Also, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. With that being said, thank you for joining me today, and I cannot wait to see you on the next episode. Bye.